I love that robot voice that always says recording in progress, right?
No, right.
Awesome. Well, hey, Lori, I'm excited to talk about this. We're kind of going to talk about the program. So a little bit about you. You're what, week 5, week 6 in the Health Rebels training course now. So you're a little over a month. And before we get into what you've gotten out of it, just like, what's a little bit of background about you? Like, who are you? How old are you? What part of the world are you in? And like, what's your experience with exercise and fitness before the program?
Oh boy, sure.
Oh
Well,
boy.
I'm Lori. I'm 51 this year, and I live in Baltimore, Maryland. Born and bred, and I was always like a skinny kid, always running around outside. I loved being active and riding my bike and playing catch and just playing softball. I do a lot of juggling, and just a lot of fun. And then, in college, I played racquetball. And then as the years wore on, I just kind of turned more into like a lazy slug, and, got a little more into turning into a couch potato, I guess. Just, life intervened. I was very involved in my work with long hours and, just kind of caretaking for an elderly mother and, just some personal struggles. But so yeah, things kind of took the back burner in terms of fitness and, watching what I ate. So, the pounds just kind of slowly crept on. And, I think that I guess I kind of reached a point where I was ready for a change, and
Yeah, I mean, you said something that I think a lot of people have told me in the past, and I think a lot of people are going to echo this, is you said as the years wore on, life intervened, right? And then the pounds just kind of creeped up. Like, it just kind of happens almost without us noticing sometimes. A lot of us might notice like the process, but it just kind of gets away from us. And I think you have a very common experience there. And I think a lot of people will understand that.
Yes, thank you. It was definitely, it wasn't there was nothing intentional. It was just like, okay, and I'm just, you have a dessert here, a dessert there, and you just end up falling into some traps where you're just less active and, exercising was just kind of out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And, I wasn't happy anymore. I reached that point where I became a person that it was like, I want to be putting healthier things into my body. I want that body to be what it used to be, or at least a 51-year-old version of what it can be, the best it can be,
The best it can be. I like it. Well, let's talk a little bit about the best it can be. So you're still pretty new in the program. It's only the first month, but what are some of the results? What are some of the benefits you've gotten so far?
I've been super pleased. I mean, I think I'm up to just in 6 weeks, barely 6 weeks, I've lost 7 pounds, and it was like, wow, and it's I have been following this, just this plan that you have mapped out is just, it's so multifaceted that it's fun.
I like it.
It really is. It's fun because there's so many different pieces to it. It's like you've said, it's all about building healthier habits.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have weekly calls with the group that are just very interesting and fun and encouraging.
Yeah, you're a regular participant in those calls.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's like, I want to get everything out of this that I can. And, you're great about providing daily encouragement and questions. And you're always like in my ear, which is great. So it's like, even though like I'm on the East Coast, you're on the West Coast, but it's like, I feel like, you know, you're right there. So it's like,
Right? The
not that you're
online
watching,
experience,
yeah, not
yeah,
like
the
Big
online experience
Brother,
kind
but
of gives a
it's
coach
just
in your pocket.
exactly. I love that. So it's just, it's been great because, you know, I mean, not only the weight loss just in a short amount of time, but I have been building these healthier habits. I've been way more active. I mean, like twofold than I ever was.
Mhm.
I'm walking every day. You know, I'm building up my steps. I mean, I wear a pedometer everywhere I go now, you know. I mean, and you know, I'm working on my workouts. You know, I'm trying to build up to get more workouts in each
Yeah.
week. And I'm totally watching what I put into my body. And
Mhm.
I'm wanting to eat healthier, which is, I think that's been the biggest change. Because in the past, it was like, I don't care. You know, it's like, I'm going to have 5 Oreos, you know,
Right.
who am I trying to please?
So I like that statement. You said you want to eat healthier.
Yes,
I think there's something that I've worked really hard in this program to kind of make. My big focus is lifelong healthy habits. And a lot of the times when people are doing programs, especially weight loss programs, but which this is not explicitly a weight loss program, but when people are going through programs, they're kind of suffering through it, right? They're kind of miserable. They're just they're doing it because it's the 12-week program, and they secretly are thinking that when they're done, they're going to be done with this, right?
yes,
That's they're trying to suffer towards an end goal. And I don't know. It sounds like you have a different approach. You want to, right?
yes.
Has that been pretty typical in your past, or is that a new thing through the program?
I mean, you know, in retrospect, I mean, it is kind of my personality. Like when I'm interested in something, I really do go whole hog. You know, like I was a good student, you know, I'd like put way too much effort into school, you know, and like, you know, I'm into music collecting,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not a, you know, a casual collector. I mean, I
Right.
went
I've seen the
hog.
room. I've seen the
You've
pictures.
seen the room, exactly. So it's kind of my personality to like, I'm going to jump in, you know,
Okay.
with both feet. So,
Okay.
but it's never been with fitness because I've
Mhm.
never really explored that. I mean, you know, when I played some racquetball in college, it was for fun, but it was
Yeah.
like we were going quite a bit playing, but
Okay.
you know, I wasn't playing competitively,
And
but
then I'm curious. So we talked about the weight differences. What other benefits have you felt? Like any difference in the day, how you feel, anything with energy, any like sleep? Like what other benefits are you getting from this program?
I really have. I mean, I've, in addition to just feeling lighter, and I think that's emotionally and physically, you know, I have like this lightness of being where
Light.
I find myself kind of bouncing around the house.
Yes. I remember on your first call, you said you miss being that bouncy person. Are you
Yes, yeah,
back to that?
I have. I've been,
Yes.
I know, I'm totally on my way to like full bounce. You know, I'm like,
Nice. Nice, nice.
I know, but I've absolutely been bouncing around, but I have been sleeping better because we keep track of that on a habit tracker.
Mhm.
And, you know, I'm very cognizant of I want to get my sleep in, you know,
There you go.
and, you know, I want to do these, I want to do, you know, all these like power promise, you know, I want to do these things that I've set out to do. And
Perfect.
kind of like accountable on this habit tracker. So I've noticed a change there. Yes.
Awesome.
I like it.
And then let's talk about like performance during the program. You talked about wanting to be like gung ho, all in, kind of get everything you can. How do you feel you've done in the program? Have you been perfect during the program, or have there been some obstacles?
Yeah, I have definitely not been perfect. And I've still managed to lose 7 pounds and feel lighter and better about myself. I mean, things have cropped up. I mean, I have a new baby in my life, which, kind of threw a wonderful monkey wrench into everything, into a couple weeks of the program.
Yeah,
It was very distracting. My job, some days I work very long hours. So there are just, a lot of things have cropped up, and I haven't always stuck to like the healthiest foods every single day. But it's all about wanting to get better, and be
nice.
better and form these better habits. And that I've been successful with.
Good, good, good. So I always talk about, and it's part of the Rebel Oath, but I talk about the only secret there is to success in health and wellness. Do you remember what that one secret is?
Oh,
Putting you on the spot.
yes, I think to be excited about it,
There it is. To be
yes,
excited about your potential is the way that I
yeah,
say it, but
yeah,
it's the excitement. And
yes,
what I want to draw out is you have not been perfect in this program, right? It's not been perfect
right,
execution on
no,
workouts. You're not crushing
oh,
yourself.
no,
The
no,
the nutrition's had some sidebars, but you're still
absolutely,
getting a lot of results. You're physically
yes,
changing, you're energetically changing.
exactly,
Like I just want to repeat that for the people in the
exactly,
back that might not have heard. You do not need to be perfect in this program,
right.
right? This
I've been far from perfect, honestly. I mean,
is but
I
you have been
could,
improving. But you have been
yes,
improving.
I totally, I mean, my workouts, I mean, I'm kind of miffed at myself that I haven't been doing as much as I should be doing. I can only imagine if I had been doing the workouts,
Yeah.
it would be even better, but
Yeah. I'm
just,
gonna peel back the curtain real quick as your trainer. I
yes,
want everyone to know your activity levels have improved. You've walked more consistently. You just
yes,
haven't done like the perfect layout on workouts. And I'm
exactly,
not shaming on that at all. Your
sure,
activities have been improving. We're continually doing just a little bit more. It just didn't do the exact perfect what we had planned initially
right,
before the grand niece came in.
yes,
Um, but you know what? We're improving and you're getting the outcomes for it.
exactly. And I'm just tickled.
Yeah.
It's just really,
Awesome. Lori, hey, so the habits that I'm teaching you in that program,
yes.
honestly, do they seem reasonable?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, these things, it's like they were always in my reach, and
Okay.
you've just put them like, hey, here they are. Can you do this? Like, it's a constant work to just be a little better, and it's like you say, it's not the goal of perfection. It's just trying to make a better you.
Yeah.
And everything you presented is so doable,
Awesome. And
it's
then so
absolutely,
how we've seen people do like the weight loss roller coaster stuff and they're on and off programs.
yeah.
How realistically, how long do you think you can maintain these habits?
Oh,
I know you're just a
I mean,
month
yeah,
in.
no, that they're ingrained. I mean, these are ones that I am inspired to, let them be a lifetime, that they're habits that I'm going to continue forever. I mean,
That's
they're not
awesome.
ones that I'm going to live up, just slough off. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm inspired to keep them because
Awesome.
they're attainable. That's why, if it's like you say, if it's some roller coaster diet and you have to start yourself and do CrossFit or whatever, it's like that's just not realistic for me.
Mhm.
Like this is realistic. It's like it's making these incremental changes that are completely doable. So thank
Okay.
you.
Awesome. So it's doable and it's maintainable. Lori, I got a question. So you're in the program. You've experienced my coaching, you've experienced my personality. Like I think health and fitness is universal, but this program isn't. Who do you think would be a good benefit or who would benefit from this program? Who should do this kind of coaching?
Oh, boy. Well, I
I know I'm
mean,
putting you on the spot with the hard
yeah,
questions.
I mean, I think you're a perfect, uh, if I'm answering you correctly, if I'm understanding you, I mean, you're a great motivator. So I
Okay.
think that, it's something that can appeal to anyone. It doesn't have to be someone who is overweight. It doesn't have to grossly overweight. It's for anyone to change your habits to
Okay.
build, so is that kind of what you meant? I'm not
Yeah,
sure if,
so that works, right? That's a great answer.
yeah,
People that are looking to change their habits, right?
right.
So I think I'm a bad coach. Like if you're trying to get on a bodybuilding stage or if you're
Oh,
trying to be
right.
like a better athlete, like
Yeah,
it's not really where I work. That's not really what
yeah,
I work with. My
right.
buddy Joseph asked me for some help getting his deadlift bigger, and I told him to go talk to Dan Stevenson.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
There's some people I don't work with, but I like your perspective that it's
Yes,
motivating and behavior change.
exactly. If you want to become Arnold Schwarzenegger, you are not the coach for that, but if if you're really, I mean, I feel like you're a great person for a great coach for an average person who is just looking, to better themselves.
Yeah,
So yeah.
awesome. Lori, I love it. I'm so happy you said that you feel bouncy again or light.
Yes.
That's great.
I
That
am.
was really like the biggest thing that you were talking about during our initial call. And yeah,
Yes.
I'm glad to see that coming true.
I did. I missed it. I really did. I know. Like I said, I'm on my way to full bounce. I'm
Yeah.
bouncing, but I want to go like even further.
Yeah, I was talking with my friend Brett this morning. And we were talking about he's another health coach, and we were talking about who we help. And I was saying that the one of the biggest things that I hear from people is that they just don't feel like their true self anymore, right?
Right.
There's either there's a person that they feel like they should be at this point in life, or there's a person they used to be that they wish they were still. And
Yes.
just by like you said, as the years wore on, life intervenes. Sometimes we
Yeah.
get separated from who our true self is,
Yes.
and I'm so excited that you're getting that back, that you're getting that bouncy personality back, that you're getting that
Exactly.
emotional and physical lightness again.
It's exactly. It's like, if you don't watch out, you can get hijacked by life, but
You can get
it's like,
hijacked by life. I'm
yeah,
writing that down. That's
okay.
genius.
But you're teaching us that we can take the reins, we can take the we can take the steering wheel back. It's doable. So,
Awesome. Awesome. That is great. I'm really excited. We've got obviously we've got a couple more months with that program. You
yeah,
signed up for a little bit more of a maintenance program afterwards, but
yeah,
I'm really excited to see how the results go for the rest of the program. See all of the benefits that you add to your life. Because
yeah,
I think health and fitness should be adding to our lives. I don't think it should take away. And I think a lot of people's approaches is more about sacrifice. And I really
yes,
like that you're seeing all the benefits and all the additions that this is adding to your day.
for sure. Yeah,
Awesome.
I've enjoyed it. I mean, just, you offer, like I said, there's just so many different pieces to the program too, which kind of make it interesting.
Yeah, with the holistic wheel.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Awesome. Lori, thank you so much for coming in today. Thank you for sharing your story. I think this will be really good for people. I think there's some great lessons that you gave for other people to hear. Like you don't need to be perfect to get healthier. It's not about perfection. It's about continually perfecting. It's about
Yes.
getting a little bit better. And I love that if you don't watch out, you can get hijacked by life. I think
Yeah,
these are valuable lessons that you're sharing with people. And I just want to thank you for spending some time and doing that.
absolutely. Thank you, Stephen.
Yeah, awesome. Well, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. So I'll let you go. Have a great weekend. And then come on back Wednesday. We got another community call and we'll be talking about October's challenge.
Great. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thanks, Lori.
Thank you.